Another day, another trophy for Madrid as they are the Intercontinental Cup champions, defeating Pachuca, Liga MX side 3-0 today in the Lusail Stadium.
And you know, the first 10 minutes from Pachuca were perfect. It got me actually really excited. We were winning balls high up the pitch. We were sending in dangerous crosses into the box. We were actually somewhat testing Real Madrid's defense. And I was like, okay, this is perfect. 10 minutes in, let's see what we can do. 20 minutes in, I'm starting to get a little nervous. Just a little nervous. We're not getting the ball as often. Madrid are making less mistakes on the ball. They're looking a little bit more fluid. I'm like, okay, let's see if we can change this. 30 minutes in, goal's coming. Yeah. I just knew the goal was coming. And I was like, damn, okay, 30 good minutes from Pachuca. Any moment now, any moment, a goal is going to come. And 7 minutes later, Mbappe makes it 1-0 for Madrid. And in that moment, in the 38th minute, I knew the game was done. But a really solid half hour from Pachuca. Honestly, more than I could ask for. And they still fought for the rest of the match. They really did. Madrid, through Rodrigo, get another second goal early into the second half. And then, you know, from there, Pachuca still fought. I really love the way that they played. But this is Real Madrid, the best team in the world, who have the best FIFA men's player in the world as well, in Vinicius Jr. And so, yeah, this was ultimately always what was going to happen. A very good win for Madrid, 3-0. They are world intercontinental champions.
Yeah, I mean, that's the analysis right there. If anything, I just would want to highlight more that first goal because I agree, that first goal defined the whole game. I really didn't envision Pachuca getting back into this. For as much as they tried, they just don't have the offensive firepower to really generate constant opportunities and proved to be a threat offensively against this Real Madrid side. But that first goal, man, you're right, 35 minutes into the game, and they picked Pachuca apart in that play. It was actually very beautiful how they maneuver themselves in there with Bellingham getting on the ball, Valverde getting on the ball, sending a really deep ball into a dangerous area. And then I believe it was Kylian Mbappe who received it. I can't remember specifically, but then hands it off to Vinny Jr. And he was a decisive player in that play with the way that he faked out the goalkeeper Moreno with the step over, create space, assist it over back to Mbappe in the middle, wide open net. Mbappe finishes it, and it's a goal for Real Madrid. Vinny Jr. winning the best award, as you mentioned, proving to be the clinical player on that play as he bypassed the goalkeeper and created a beautiful assist, man.
Yeah, it really was just a great showcase of what Madrid is all about. And that's what I liked about Madrid's approach to this game. Ancelotti doesn't fuck around when it comes to finals. He plays his best 11. Yeah. And they also don't disrespect their opponents either. They play their exact football, try to make the exact perfect chances that they do in every single game. And this game was no different, man. I mean, beautifully described on that first goal. It's classic Madrid showcasing their beautiful ability on the ball, every single one of those players.
And I will say, they're pretty clinical today, man. Like, they didn't generate that many chances, but the ones that they did, they put into the back of the net. I mean, that Rodrigo goal is one of the best Rodrigo goals I've seen from him, bro. The way he just continuously faked out opponents and then from outside the box curved it into the back of the corner of the net. That was a beautiful goal from Rodrigo, make it 2-0, and then a penalty to make it 3-0. I mean, it was just pure clinicality from Real Madrid today.
Truly. And you know, from Pachuca's perspective, again, there's actually a couple things I liked in this match that made this game more entertaining than I thought it was going to be. First off, Nelson De Osa and Rudiger, that battle was so fun to watch. Rudiger, I think, realizing that De Osa has actually got, you know, some handles, and he's going to have to get very physical with the Colombian. And he did. You know, there's some really feisty moments, and I love De Osa. He doesn't shy away from moments where he can showcase his own ability on the ball. That was a really fun battle to watch. Rondon just constantly occupying the center backs. I actually think his presence was definitely felt, as Tchouaméni and Rudiger always had to have an eye on Rondon. Idrissi got his body. He always gets at least one body dropped in every single match. Today, it was Lucas Vázquez. That was beautiful to see. And then actually two other things on the defensive end I loved from Pachuca that I'm going to keep an eye on out for this next coming semester for Pachuca. Micolta and Barreto. Dude, I mean, honestly, they could play in Europe.
Yep. Micolta specifically, I think is ready for that move, man.
Yeah, they're both so good defensively. Positioning's near perfect. They both made almost basically zero mistakes today. So I was really impressed with both center backs, one from Argentina, the other from Ecuador. I really do think that, they're ready for a bigger move. But for now, Pachuca probably have two very, very talented center backs. And then Moreno, the goalkeeper, honestly, he was great. I loved his confidence. Every time when he went out for the ball, he got it. Nearly made the save against Vinicius as well in the penalty. So honestly, Pachuca have some very good pieces, but the rest of the teams where they really let themselves down.
Yeah, I would say one of the more fun battles that I had my eye on was Chaca Rodriguez going up against Fran Garcia and Vinny Jr. And it was a battle that he lost. But it was fun to watch because, you've seen Vinny Jr. be matched up with big names. I mean, UEFA Champions League final, he's matched up against Ryerson, and then he catches his body. He gets his name. And then basically in every single game that Vinny Jr. participates in, that matchup is a fun one to look for. Well, today, brother, you got the one and only Chaca Rodriguez waiting on the other side of the pitch for you, man. Yeah. And he had a field day. From the moment that Vinny got on the ball, he was well aware of what he could do with Chaca Rodriguez. For as much as Chaca Rodriguez tried to maintain him, I think the difference where it was most noted was the pace and speed that Vinny, and as well as Mbappe, when he had a few opportunities, I think that was completely exposed because Chaca just can't keep up anymore, man. He can't, bro. But he was trying his best. He was trying his best positioning wise to just stay in front of his man, force him to make a really good move to get past him, and ultimately that's what he did. Broke him down, and I think that was a matchup that I was looking forward to, and that ultimately was fun to watch. With just that matchup that you never really see in world football. Yeah,
it's so fun, and that's why I love these matches. Madrid, Pachuca. It's what I look for because you just don't get to see it that often. Chaca against Vinicius.
Exactly.
You just don't get to see it. So no matter what the outcome is, I love to see it. And then for Pachuca, man, I mean, honestly, if they keep the center backs, they keep the goalkeeper, they keep their front three, they just need another winger. If they had another guy on the opposite side of Idrissi, like let's say they had another Idrissi 2.0,
sure,
they would have incredible width because right now they only have one truly threatening side. And if they had a dynamic midfielder, man, Alan Batistas, he's all right. He's all right. Gonzalez also he's decent. But from an attacking perspective, from being able to move the ball around, it's really not there. So Pachuca they're honestly just missing two pieces, and I think they could make a deep run in Liga MX.
I hope they can scout out some good talent or something that they can pull from either South America or here in the Americas to just find to put into that lineup and improve the team. The team is good, though. It should be much better than 16th place in Liga MX. That also needs to be addressed. What happened over a 16, 17 game span that made them in that position? Because this team is good, bro. Yeah. They're really good. I think they proved in this run, winning 2 games and then losing to Real Madrid, that they can be a very formidable side and the talent is there. I just think ultimately Real Madrid just showed their prowess, their class, and they took care of business today, lifting yet another Intercontinental Cup. So congratulations to Real Madrid, and honestly, congratulations to Pachuca. This was not a disappointing performance whatsoever. If anything, this was something to truly be proud of.